Okay, let me see if we are online now. Normally takes some minutes. Yeah, we are online. Hello, guys. Good evening. I hope you are doing great. I hope life is treating you well. We are here with Jubia and Fernanda in order to improve and practice a little bit of our English skills. So this is an English session, a free English session where we can use all of our English knowledge that we currently have. We don't have teachers here. We are just here with in order to improve and tackling a specific topic. Today we will talking about changing tastes, movies and series. So we are gonna approach this topic that was a suggestions of a member of our group. So thank you so much for your suggestions. Let's see the question. So I'm gonna skip the question number zero, that it's our self-presentation. So let's go directly to the question number one, okay? So I'm gonna read this one and I'm gonna ask someone to answer it. So let me see here. Question number one. What were your favorite TV series or movies when you were a child? I'm gonna start with you, Jubia. Could you please start with this one?
Yes. When I was a child, I used it to watch uh, anime.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it to watch animes, and I like it animes like Naruto, mm, how do you say Inuyasha? I don't know, Huro ni Kenshin. Mm, I like it to watch animes where you can see fights, the battles. I like the adventure that you watch the history, the world of fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it, the culture of Japan that you can see in the animes.
Mm-hmm.
I use it to watch animes.
Thank you so much, Jubia. And it's pretty interesting that you were really into animes and Japanese or Korean or Asian culture since you were a child. So it's really curious. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Per, what about you? What were your TV series or movies that you enjoyed the most when you were a child?
I used to watch cartoons on TV when I was a child, and I like it Scooby Doo, also Tom and Jerry, and Ben 10 sometimes I use it to watch too. I watch it in the morning or when in the afternoon after uh, school, and it was really nice.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting because it's kind of it's not the opposite, but it's a different group of series or cartoons. I believe all of those are Americans. I'm not sure, but I believe that all of them were released on Cartoon Network, if I am not mistaken. Thanks so much first for sharing. Now, Lucas, it's your turn.
When I was a kid, I was using to watch Dragon Ball Z,
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, and I like to watch Looney Tunes too. It was amazing, and that's it. Yeah, yeah. I like it to watch cartoons.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Well, in my case, yeah, I also like to watch Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, Digimon. and Senseiya. And something curious about it is I didn't know that it was like animes. For me, it was kind of the same thing, like watching Dragon Ball Z or watching Scooby Doo, for example. For me, it was the same. But then I realized that there were groups of series or types or of series. So yeah, it was pretty curious. Let me and about movies, I believe we can talk about movies later. But for me, those were my favorite ones when I was a child. So thank you guys for answering the question number one. So let's move on to the next one. Lucas, could you please read the second question and answer it?
Yes. Uh, how yes. How have your preference in genres changed over the years? Well, I think over the years I become more interested in policy series and or some documentaries. I like to watch. And when I was younger, I used it to watch more fantasy movies and series. I like it to watch action movies and comedy movies, but I keep watching comedy movies. I keep enjoying. But yes, I think nowadays I prefer more documentaries.
Thank you so much. So we can say that the content that you currently consume are kind of more serious than they were when you were a child. Thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing. Let me see here. Per, what about you? Do you think that you have changed your preferences?
Mm, yes, I think when I was a child, I used to like cartoons, and now I don't watch it anymore. I watch more series, TV shows, also some sports. And when I was younger, I didn't have this habitude, so I think it changed a little bit.
Thank you so much, Per, for sharing. Well, in my case, I was thinking about that. I don't watch cartoons or animes anymore, unfortunately. I would like to because I know that there are new versions of Dragon Ball Z, for example, or even new seasons of Senseiya, but I don't have enough time to watch it. But about cartoons or I don't know how to say movies of series animadas, es que sí. I would like to watch Toy Story 5. I believe it's going to be released the next or this year. I don't know when. So I believe that I like to watch movies animados. I forgot how to say that. However, a series or cartoons like a series, I don't like it. But movies, yeah, I accept that. But now I would like to know from you, Jubia, what about your preferences, genres? Have they changed?
Yes, a little. I when I was younger, I used to watch more um, animated series, animes, and today I prefer to watch series from Asia, and I really like the series where you can see uh, police investigation, uh, horror, action. I like series where you can see fights, and I don't know how to say the genre suspense. I don't know if it's suspense in English too, but I today I like to watch more serious things. And when I was younger, I have the feeling that animes were better than today. Today is it's hard to find a good anime. It's I watched some, but like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's it's difficult to find one good.
Mhm. Yeah, that's very interesting that you just said about the difficulty of of finding like good series or good animes, even good movies nowadays. I believe that there are so many movies that they don't care about the quality. That's my opinion, and that happens as well with series, in my opinion. But yeah, I believe that before. People who made them, they put more effort on doing them, or at least write the plot. Thank you, Hugo, for sharing, and thank you, everybody. So let's move on to the next one. Fer, could you please read this third question and answer it?
Mm-hmm. Do you watch different types of content now compared to 5 years ago? Um, yes, I think. But not so much. I don't think I changed a lot what I watch. Because now I watch some TV shows in Spanish or English. Also some uh, some TV, I don't know programs in the TV, but I don't think it changed so much in this period.
Thank you so much, Per. In my case, it's the same. I believe that it haven't changed so much. If I compare it with myself, like 5 years ago, I believe it's the same. Uh, Actually, I don't watch so much TV. Um, I normally have just like around 1 hour per day to watch something, but I am not really into series or movies. I just watch them on weekends. So yeah, I believe that in my case it's the same. It haven't changed so much if I compare it with myself 5 years ago. Lucas, what about you? Have it changed like this last 5 years?
Yes, of course, I changed a lot. Nowadays, I like to watch more, uh, as I said, documentary. I like to watch content about how our country changed over the years, or uh, I don't know, some things about public transport. I like to watch. Uh, I don't know how to say. I forgot the word. Building or construction in your country or in the world, because I really like it how they do some things, how they build some building, and I think it is interesting. And that's it. I remember I don't know 5 years ago I watched more content about um, football, or I keep watching, but I think I watched more when I was young, and that's it.
Thank you so much. Those series or those documentaries about construction, I believe those are broadcast on Discovery Channel or those kind of channels.
Yes.
One that one that I remember that I liked I really liked was Alerta Aeropuerto. I don't know how it's it in English, where there it's like a documentary where they show how people try to transport drugs or those things to the other places in public airports. So it was a really good one. Thank you guys, and now it's your turn, Juvia. The question number three.
Um, I today I watch more. scary things. And 5 years ago, I always watch something cute or romantic, but today I really don't like. I think it's boring. In this specific genre, it's um, always equal. It's always the same, and I think they don't use the creativity to create something new. It's always the same, and uh, I think I was really fearful uh, like 5 years ago, and today I don't I don't feel uh, so scared about what I am watching. I use it to dream with when I I was sleeping. I use it to dream with the scary things that I was watching. But today I don't have this
Mhm.
symptom,
Mhm.
and that's it. I change it. The things that I am watching like 5 years ago.
Thank you, Rubia. And yeah, that happened. That happened to me as well when I watched like movies. I used to have nightmares, pesadelos, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, it happened as well. And something funny that happened as well is that when I was watching we were watching a soap opera, Brazilian soap opera, and some of the characters appeared in my dreams. Some days it was kind of random, so it's something that's funny that happened as well. Thank you guys for sharing your insights, your ideas. Let's move on to the question number 4. Jubia, it's your turn. Could you please read this one and answer?
Yes. Which series or movie had the biggest impact on your life? To me was the movie Spirited Away. It's a movie from Hayao Miyazaki, and I watched it when I was 6 years old. It was after my dad passed away, and I really see myself on the first character. I don't know how to say the protagonist. I see myself on the little girl who had to take adult responsibilities, and she was just a child. And the movie is um, incredible. It's the best movie I saw in my life.
Mhm.
I really like the adventure on another world.
Mhm. Thanks so much, Jubia. And yeah, I completely agree that those movies that show you or teach you something is they are the greatest one. Thank you so much again for sharing. Now it's your turn, Lucas. Which series or movie had the biggest impact on your life until now?
Um, I don't know. Maybe I don't think uh, taught something up, but I think the Avengers saga was uh, the whole saga I watched with my father and my brother. So
Mhm.
every new movie we went to the cinema to watch together. So I think the whole saga had the biggest impact in my life because every moment was anxious to watch the movies.
Mhm.
And until the end game, it was the movie that had an impact in my life because of this.
Thanks so much. That was curious as well because you kind of created a link, not only with the movie or with the series, but also with your family. So I believe that that combination that kept in your mind. That's why it's so meaningful for you. Thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing. That is a really good saga. I agree with you. And now it's your turn, Farah. Tell us about one series or movies that had impacted your life until now.
The first one I thought about was the series Gran Hotel. It's a Spanish series. It was the first one I watched it in Spanish, and I enjoyed a lot. Also thought that the characters is oh, I used it to talk really fast, and it was really beautiful. And I wanted, after that, I started to search for Spanish courses to learn Spanish. So it was a really important series for me, for my Spanish learning process. And after that, I started to uh, watch more series in Spanish, other in search for bands and singers too.
Thank you so much. Where is this series from? Is like in a specific country?
Spain. It's from Spain.
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 Okay, so it's
Yes.
with a Spanian accent. Okay, like La Casa de Papel.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, in my case, I'm gonna say that Dragon Ball Z has impacted my life, and it's like a similar experience like Lucas because I watched it with my older brother. So I remember that there were some times that didn't have like online streams that we currently have, and if you didn't have like TV cable, you had to wait like weeks or months in order to get the new season of the series. And I remember that when we wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z, it was specifically in the schedule that we went to play football in the court. So we had to decide what we wanted to do, and we had to record it with a VHS device, and we have to like program it in order to record the episodes. So it was like an adventure. So I really like just not only the series or the anime, but also the that connection that I created with my brother. There are a lot, but I wanna stick with that one now. So let's move to the next question. Thank you guys for sharing your own experience, your own life. So let's move to the next one. Let me see here. Who was the last one who read the question?
It was me.
Oh, okay. So now it's Fernanda's turn. Could you please read the fifth one and answer it?
Yes. uh, Let me see. Have streaming platforms changed the way you choose what to watch? Yes, I think it changed because sometimes I want to watch some episode specific of a series, and I watching the streaming platform, and sometimes, or also sometimes I don't see anything interesting on the television in the channel, so I start to search for a series. I think now we have a lot of options to choose of what we want to watch in the moment. So in the past, when we didn't have this access to the streamings, it was different. It was, I don't know if it's better now because we have a lot of options and we feel like, oh, I don't have time to watch everything that I want. But it's also good to have more options and choose what you want to see in that moment.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I completely agree with you. Nowadays, we have a lot of options. We want we have different kind of streams for adults, for kids, for everybody. Nowadays, you just have to pay, obviously, and there are as well the pirate the pirate way to watch as well online nowadays. It's not something good, but that's an option as well. Thank you, Fer, for sharing. Lucas, what about you? What do you think about now the way that we watch TV nowadays? Do you think that streaming has changed it a lot?
Yes, change a lot. I think streaming make it easier to find new series and movies, and at the same time, it become harder because, as Fernando said, we have a lot of options to watch. So sometimes when I put on some streaming, I start to roll up in the platform, and I feel tired because there is a lot of options to watch. So it is a little bit hard. And nowadays, it is easier to watch a movie, and but I prefer to watch movies uh, on the movie theaters because I think the experience is better. And that's it.
Yeah, I truly believe that experience is completely different when you go to a movie theater than watching in your own home. So thank you for sharing, Lucas. Something I wanted to add, it's like, yeah, for example, the subtitles of the language of the movies or series nowadays, it's like really easier to find it in your own language. Before you had to, well, I remember that I wanted to watch an specific episode of Dragon Ball Z. I had to download it from Ares. That was a software that used to bring you more virus than than files. So I remember that when I had dial-up connection, I had to wait like 4 or 5 hours just to have like 10 minutes of video. And when the video was completed, it was like in a different accent, like in Spain in Spanish of Spain, or even from other places of the globe. So yeah, nowadays it's easier, completely easier. But I would like to know from you, Juvia, what do you think about it?
Um, I think yes, platforms changed a lot the way we use it to watch movies or series. I think it's good because you can see something new if it's the new series or new movie of the platform, but it's not good if you don't have if you want to see something new from Disney Plus, but you only have Netflix and you can't pay all the platforms. And I use it to go to rent movies in the place Blockbuster, I think it's the name, and I use it to like to go to this place and go to the movie movie theater is it's good, but it's not good if you don't have the place to go where you live. And I think not always the algorithm of platform uh, show recommendations of good series or movies. Sometimes I think it's gonna be good, but is horrible.
Mhm,
And I think it's we can see from the both sides,
mhm.
good and not good.
Thank you so much. And about the video stores, I used to go there as well with my father to rent some movies because in my country, or at least in the city that I lived when I was a child, in the same place, they rented not only videos like films, they rented as well video games like for Nintendo, Super Nintendo. So I remember that the experience that I had with my father. And about renting movies nowadays, you can do the same. Obviously, it's not the same experience, but it's something annoying because sometimes you have an streaming service like Netflix or another one. But I know that the like in Apple TV, if I'm not mistaken, you can watch the movies, but you have to rent them, even though you already have paid for the month or for the year. There are specific movies that you have to still to pay a little amount of money, so it can be something annoying as well. I believe that everybody answered the question. Thank you, guys. Now it's your turn, Lucas. Could you please read the question number 6 and answer it?
Yeah, number 6. Do you prefer binge watching or watching one episode at a time? How has this changed? Nowadays, I prefer binge watching a series because I like to watch the whole history. Like if I enjoy the history, I finish the series in the at the same day, or I don't know, 3 seasons. I watch in 3 or 5 days. I really like to binge watch. And when I was younger, it was hard because we didn't have the same streaming service, so we needed to wait more. And I hate when I am watching some series and I finish the season and I will search on Google and I see that the next season will be released in the next 2 years, or I don't know. They don't know if you release the next season or the series will continue. So this is sad.
Yeah, nowadays I am the same. I don't like when there are some seasons or it's the first or just the second season and you have to wait. There is an even worse scenario because there are I know about a lot of series that started like really well, but for some specific reason they stopped the recording of that series. So that dies in that in and in that moment that is not the end of the series, so it happens as well regularly, not regularly, but that happens as well with series.
Yeah,
Thank you,
this
Lucas,
is
for
interesting because I remember I watched one series called Control Z,
Mhm,
and I watched the season, the first season, and
mhm,
I thought, oh my god, this is amazing. And I just forgot the series
mhm,
because I don't know why, but the next season will be released in next year. I don't know, and I forgot. And when I see that they released the season number 2, I started to watch, and I thought, oh my god, this is so tired and bored. Why am I watching this? So I changed my mind in
mhm.
2 years.
In 2 years you didn't like it anymore. Thank you so much, Lucas. Ferry, it's your turn. What about you? Do you prefer binge watching or watching one episode at a time?
I prefer watch one episode at a time. um, because I normally don't feel comfortable like watching a lot of time the same thing, like um, during hours. I prefer to watch one or two episodes at a time, and after the next day I watch more, and I prefer to watch like this.
Thanks so much, Fer, for sharing. Well, it's something difficult to do nowadays because you have sometimes you have all of the episodes and you can watch all of them like in a week or in a month. At least here at home with my wife, there are sometimes that if we want to watch a series, we first check if the all of the seasons are released. Otherwise, we wait to the streaming or the company to release all of them to start watching it in order to not wait to a long of time. So it's something that we do as well. Thank you, Fer, for sharing. And now it's your turn, Jubia. What about you? What kind of watching do you prefer?
It depends if it's weekend and I have time. And the series is really good that I can't stop. I I can watch all the episodes, but the kind of series that I use it to watch, they have like 8 episodes, and there's only one season, and I really like it from the series that I use it to watch. I don't have to watch like, I don't know, 60 episodes. um it's really really good. And no, usually I watch only one episode um from by day. I i don't have time during the week, so I like to watch a little every day.
Thanks so much, Julia, for sharing, and everybody as well for have shared your experiences and part of your life as well. So let's move to the next question. It's gonna be me who is gonna choose the next one. It's gonna be like let me see here. Okay, let's go to the question number 10 that is related to language learning. Okay, question number 10. How have your language learning goals influenced your viewing habits? It's a pretty interesting one. Let's start with Fair. What do you think about it? The question number 10.
Okay. Okay. I think it influenced by um, like I have some moments in my life. Sometimes I read more and try to learn by the books.
Mhm.
Other moments I watch more videos and try to learn by them. So now I'm in a phase that I'm reading more. And I always try to learn by my habits. I like to take some moments to study during the week, and I think it's something that came from my childhood. Also, I always like it to study, and yeah, it depends in the moment. Sometimes I study more than others, but it changes. Always changes.
Thank you so much, Fair, for sharing. Let's see, Lucas, in your case, do you think that it has impacted or it has changed the way that you learn languages, or if it affects your goals? What do you think about it?
Yeah. Yes, nowadays I try to see videos in Spanish because I'm learning Spanish, so I like to watch. As I said about videos about beauty in Brazil, I started to watch some contents about other countries like Argentina and Colombia, and I like to watch type of videos in Spanish because it is content that I like, and it's a way to study and to know new words and vocabulary.
Thank you so much, Lucas. And I do the same. I use it as a tool. Nowadays, I prefer to watch the movie in the original language. I believe that it's pretty different to watch it in the original one than in I'm not sure it's translated or yeah, translated to another language. So if we want to watch a movie in English, we keep it in English and we watch with subtitles. I try to do it in English, obviously, but nowadays I believe that I can watch a movie in English depending on the content. Like 90% of the movie, I can understand it, but there are some movies that are a little bit more complicated because of the vocabulary and the way that they speak. But now I believe that the original one will be always the best. So yeah, so I use movies and series as a tool to hone my language learning. Jubia, what about you? Question number 10.
I when I watch a movie or a series that they spoke English, I try to watch only with the language without the subs. But I don't have the habit to watch this kind of contents uh, from some country who speaks English. So I use it to watch movies or series that they spoke in Chinese, uh, Korean, Japanese, Thai, Thai. I don't know if Thailandese or how to say Thailandese in English, but I have the interest to know more about those languages, but I am not studying it. Uh, mm, Maybe one day I start to study, but I use it to watch social media contents in English.
Mm-hmm. Thanks so much, Julia, for sharing. And I believe that everybody answered the question number 10. Um, Let me see here. Julia, it's your turn. Could you please choose one question? It can be whatever question you want from 11 to 15, between 11 and 15.
Okay. Mm, how do recommendations from friends or social media affect your choices? In my case, I follow some social media creators who recommend movies or series to watch. I like to listen to their opinion because sometimes I don't know about the new series or new movie that I can watch, and they can explain what director is responsible for the movie, and sometimes or the series, and sometimes I like other project from this the same director, and I like to follow this kind of creators.
Mhm. Thanks so much for sharing, Juvia. And yeah, it's useful to follow them. If you want to find a good movie, they will have like a list to show you where you can pick up one. I normally do the same when I want to watch like I try to find a good movie on streamings like Netflix. I search on TikTok or on Instagram those kind of creators who who show you what are the trends of the month of the year in every single streaming. No, sometimes they are good, and sometimes they are not. It happens as well because we are all different. We don't have the same tastes as we were talking about. Now it's your turn, Fernanda. The question number 14.
Yeah, okay. I think sometimes when a friend recommend a series, we normally watch the uh, trailer just to see if we will like or not. And and when it's a person that we know that recommends, normally we think, oh, maybe it's good. I will try to watch it. So I think it has an influence, a good influence. If it's some recommendation that is from someone that you know, but you can not watch if you don't like the story, the history, or what is going to happen. But I think it has more chance for you to watch if it's a recommendation.
Yeah, that's curious, and that makes sense. That if you get a recommendation from your a best friend, as you are good friends, obviously you have some similarities, and perhaps that movie or that series will match with your interests. So it can happen, but the opposite can happen as well. That perhaps you won't like it. Thank you, Fer, for sharing. Now it's your turn, Lucas. What do you think about it? Oh,
Oh, I got a problem with my camera. Sorry.
okay,
Well,
no problem. You can continue.
okay. I need to take care about it because sometimes when I really want to watch a movie or a series, uh, I see someone commenting like, "Oh, this is a very bad movie," or "I didn't like the plot." I simply lost the desire to watch, so I need to take care about it. Take care about the creator that I like to watch, and that's it. Normally when some friend recommends some movie, I use it to watch. But I have a problem when someone uh, have a bad commentary about the series that I want to watch because I lost my desire to watch.
Thanks so much, Lucas, for sharing. And yeah, we have to take care about what kind of movie or influencer or content creator we follow or we get the advices because sometimes or there are a lot of them who uses clickbaits and or they just use an part of an scene and show that film or that movie is pretty good, but the reality is that it is not, so that you waste your time with that. So yeah, that's it. uh, I believe that everybody answered. Let me know. Julia, did you answer the question number 14?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the last one. I'm gonna pick I believe that we can answer, we can tackle the question number 15. Let me see here. What kind of movie or series do you think you will enjoy 10 years from now? Well, it's difficult to predict the future, but well, in my case, obviously, I will continue liking comedy. I believe that documentaries will be a good one because we are gonna get older, and for sure we are gonna get more serious. But there are so many movies from Disney that I will be continuing liking or loving because they touched my heart when I was a kid. Like Dragon Ball Z, for example. I believe that there are some episodes that I keep watching and watching again. It doesn't matter my age because they are part of my life and sometimes of my identity. So, but I believe that documentaries will be as well some kind of content that I will be consuming the most when I will get older. And I would like to know from you, Fer, what do you think about it? Question number 15.
Mm, I don't know actually. Um, maybe the same I watch now, like some I don't know, some series, romantic comedy, or also a suspense. Um, I think I will watch almost the same. I don't know.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I know that it's difficult to respond this question, but we could try. Thank you for sharing. Now, Jubia, what about you?
I think I would like to watch the same too. I saw some movies that I liked it years ago, and today I could say that it was really good, like Old Boy from Korea, um, best I well, how do I say the best lives? I forgot the name of the movie, but I think that if today I saw something and I've I found it was good from 10 years. In 10 years, I would say it continues being good.
Yeah, there are some movies and series that will be continuing being good in the future. There are so many of them that nowadays, even new generations, they like them. So yeah, they are like wine, as we say. Thank you so much, Julia, for sharing. And to finish our today's topic, it's your turn, Lucas. The question number 15.
Uh, yeah, I think it's really hard, but maybe in 10 years I will be a father, so probably I will have to like fantasy movies or cartoons. Yeah, so that's it.
That was a good point. I didn't think about it. It will be nice to rewatch some cartoons because the new ones I don't like them. If I would have a kid, even or a child, a son or a daughter, I believe that I will show to them the same series or cartoons that I watched when I was a kid. And that's it. And that's it, guys. Let's move to the feedback moment. This is the moment where we can express or share how the experience was in this English session. If you learn something new, it can be a word, it can be an expression. How was it for you? Let's start with Fernanda, if you could share with us.
I enjoyed the topic. It was good. Remember about some moments of our childhood or when we were teenagers. And I remember the expression binge watching, binge watch. I knew it, but I remember the expression by the questions.
Thank you so much. Actually, it was a good word, a new word for me. I never used that one. Perhaps I heard that. However, I have never used them. Binge watching. Thank you, Fer, for being here and have participated. Julio, what about you? How the session was for you, and if you learned something new this night?
It was really good. I really like the subject. I like to be at home and watch movies and series. Um, I like to be here and always discover something new. And thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Julia, and thank you for have suggested me this topic because it was your suggestions. That's why we had this topic today. So now, Lucas, what about you? How the session was, and if you learn an expression, a new word, let us know, please.
Thank you. I enjoy a lot this topic. It's really good to remember uh, some moments in your life. And it is interesting because I knew the word plot twist, but I never thought that plot is the main story. And I just used the plot twist. It is a good word.
Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, plot is a new word that I learned some months ago and I use today, so I am happy for that. Binge watch, it's a new expression. I believe it's an expression that yeah, it's pretty useful. And another word or noun that I learned or I relearned is a video store. Video store that they are not used anymore. I believe this is why it's so difficult to use them in a current topic or current scenario. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have suggestions for the next topics, please let me know. You can send me a message on Instagram or whenever we are contacts. I hope to see you the next Monday at the same time. And that's it, guys. I wish you a good night and hope to see you in the next English session. Bye bye. Have a good night. Ciao ciao.
Good night. Bye.
Ciao ciao.